You are stumbling into your blessings right now. I am not kidding. I saw a visual of, yeah, like an individual literally just stumbling into like a pitfall of blessings, good luck. You're very, I don't always use the term lucky, but it does feel that way. There's some kind of like enchantment. There's like a magical essence in your air right now. You're I'm hearing Silent Hill by Kendrick Lamar. You're like pushing the haters away from you. You're like dodging people. You're ducking people. Yeah, we're gonna see what comes out in the cards. But I feel like you're really locked in on yourself right now. Like nobody's getting in the way of this. And that's a great sovereign energy to be in, honestly. All right, let's see. What is the message for today? Okay, we have the King of Coins in the reverse. I feel like a lot of you have been worried about your finances. I think there's been an over-identification with financial success and your worth. That's what I'm picking up on. It feels kind of like a masculine energy, which makes sense, right? Because it's more of like some of you could be earth signs. It's like a tangible, grounded energy typically, but I'm getting the sense for some of you that there have like recently, like there's been some ungrounded energy when it comes to your finances or your financial situation. Maybe for some of you, like you're in debt, you're struggling to pay the bills right now, you're looking for that source of income that's going to stabilize you. So this could be something that has been up in the air for some of you, kind of like debating on what comes next. Wow, we have the Star. The AC unit just shut off. I think there's clarity. There's like this, there's a permeating. Okay, we're back. My phone had an issue. Oh. Whoa, just as I say that. The Two of Cups. What I was saying, I think, before I got cut off is there is this level of clarity that I do feel like it's arriving in y'all's field right now. Like, even if your external circumstances are not reflecting this, I get the sense that y'all have leveled up in your trust with yourself as well. Like the trust that you in your essence alone are working and are able and capable to bring in the things that you need and you want, the things that you want especially. This situation financially is going to be taken care of. You're coming into a divine union with yourself. If not a partner, we will have to kind of see what else, unfolds with the cards, but you are coming into divine union. It's beautiful. It's like acceptance for yourself. And there's like a newfound trust that you have in yourself more than you ever have before. Like I'm getting that in previous situations, you would have let this lack mindset really like shape and define your reality. But I'm getting right now that you all are choosing to believe beyond the 3D reality. And that is bringing such a windfall of abundance into your life right now. And I think you can feel the shifts coming in. Like with the Star as well, what I'm getting is she's looking up and she's looking into the cosmic, like the sky, the cosmos. I think a lot of you have been connecting with your higher self. You've been meditating. You've been visualizing your higher self. You've been calling this version of yourself in. You've been really mindful and you've been really intentional about morphing and shifting into the version of yourself that is able to bring you the things that you want. A lot of y'all have been doing affirmations or maybe neuro-linguistic reprogramming. Whatever you're doing is working is what I'm hearing. Whatever you're doing is working. I'd be curious to hear from you guys. Like, what are some things that you've been trying that are maybe new, or like, yeah, like what are some things that you've been trying that is different or new? Oh my God, we have the 10 of Cups. Wow. Yeah, it's a wish fulfillment. It's this could represent family. This could represent celebration. It could represent love, like actual partnership. Some of you may be bringing a new life into the world right now, or you've been having thoughts about expanding your family. It could be pets as well, but there's this card kind of gives me like bringing in and extending your essence through your family or your system, your abundance. It's multiplying through other people because you have such a profound way of impacting other people that once your energy is, present in their field and you have this unadulterated way of exuding your brilliance, your love, it's like a virus, right? Like it just infects other people. And that's kind of what I'm getting. There's a lot of people that are looking up to you at this time too. And you could also be developing a platform right now. Like I'm getting for some of you social media, or maybe you're a blogger, or you've been maybe making more posts lately, or you've just been updating your circle more recently. It could be anything like that. You've been more open to sharing your abundance lately, but you're using such a beautiful level of discernment in doing so. And I think this is multiplying and amplifying the divinity in your, divine field right now. I think that's what I'm getting. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. Okay. We have the Empress in the reverse. I don't know if it was meant to come out in the reverse. I always, like with the major arcana, I like to, okay, it is coming out in the reverse. So we're going to look into that as well. I think for some of you, what I'm getting to is that you're embodying this energy. Your self-concept has been shifting, but you're also like, how do I bring this into the material? Like my self-concept is shifting. I understand that. I know that creativity typically follows that. But what are the next steps that I need to take specifically to turn this into my reality and materialize this into something tangible, right? That's kind of what I'm getting from that. Either that, or you have been doing the inner work, you've been putting in the self-work, and maybe there's been, I am getting for a lot of you, like you are dedicated to yourself, but there still is this level of self-doubt that's coming in. Like, am I really who I say I am? Yeah. You are, but I can't tell you that and it resonate with you. You have to believe that for yourself. I think that's something you're working on right now. I feel like that card was maybe meant to come out. We'll see if it comes out. Oh, okay. We have the 5 of Wands and the 2 of Coins. Yeah. So there's a decision that you're weighing out. I think there's a level of balance also that's taking place in your life right now. You're juggling a lot of things, it seems like. I'm noticing, oh, wow, okay. I'm looking at the cards more closely. This is another one of these multi-dimensional beings. You see how there's a bear and there's also humans, and she's carrying the child and the bear, but they're morphing into each other. I know bears represent protection and loyalty. And there's like this ferocious love that's present. There's a sense of worry though that I get with this, the 2 of Coins. I think for some of you are trying to figure out if the path that you're on right now is the right path. Like if there's something that needs to be improved, or there's a shift that needs to happen. With the 5 of Wands here though, there could have been conflict recently. It could be conflict, like inner conflict. It could be external conflict. Like, not to bring this energy in, but you could be overly focused on the weight of like criticism that's come up recently for you. Even if it's not been a lot of criticism, I'm getting that maybe that could be part of this process that you're feeling a little bit hesitant about. But with the Five of Wands, there is forward motion. Like you're kind of at the climax, like the peak of this activity, like with the like balancing the criticism, but not, I mean, you're balancing the inner criticism or the external criticism, but your inner authority is also here. It's like this mental spiritual fortitude that I think is still developing, is still taking shape. We got the Five of Coins in the reverse though, so you are going to be, this is going to be a triumph. This isn't, you're not going to be stuck in this situation. I think what I'm getting to is that you're just clearing out a lot of the past energy. Like this energy isn't even your current energy. Like this is energy that belonged to you a while ago, and it may be still circulating in your energetic field. Maybe that's kind of the realization that is taking place as well right now. Like, this isn't even a present energy. This is the stuff that I dealt with from a while ago that's just kind of resurfacing. You could be having dreams too around making a decision or failing to make a decision. Maybe for some of you, you've had dreams of like being evicted or dreams of like your family falling apart. I don't know why that's coming in. And I don't get that it's a bad thing because it's not going to happen in your reality. I think it's your brain's way of processing previous fears and previous traumas, previous experiences, but you're overcoming it, right? Like this has to be resolved in the subconscious first before the conscious can fully release it. And so it's actually really good that it's coming up right now, is what I'm getting. Okay, we have the Four of Wands here. Wow. No, you really are stepping into your purpose though. Like the circumstances that are present right now, I understand it can feel like a lot. I understand that it can feel heavy. Sometimes it can feel like you're going, it's like Sisyphus, right? It feels like you're in this never-ending cycle of pushing and working and depleting yourself almost. Like there is so much energy I get that you all are pouring into yourself right now. And I think you are coming into balance with like where your energy is being directed, right? I think you are in a place where, because this Four of Wands is here, I'm also getting mirroring energy. So I think that for a lot of you, you have started to recognize the characteristics of your divine self, your higher self, that are coming into marriage, into union with your current self. That's a beautiful energy. I think you're starting to realize I have been putting a lot of like that Sisyphus type of energy into these spaces where I'm not going to win. And I'm not meant to win because there kind of is no winning in this circumstance, because that would look like me sacrificing a part of myself. And in no way can I win if I'm having to sacrifice a part of myself, right? So I think for some of you, there is this flow state, this surrendered state that you're entering into. And we do have the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups, which both of those cards do represent this union that's taking place. I think you're surrendering to this union that's taking place with them. Two of Wands, as I literally said that, wow. Yeah, you're not in this place anymore where you're stuck looking at like both sides of the coin. You have made your decision. I think you've weighed out like the emotional and the spiritual pros and cons. You're not in this place anymore where you're having to put on a face or a facade for other people to be like palatable to other people is what I'm getting. I think you're coming to the space where you are starting to get more comfortable expressing yourself authentically. Your ideas are becoming more aligned to your true essence is what I'm getting to. Like the ideas you've been having have felt really good lately is what I'm getting. They felt different. We have the Page of Coins in the reverse. Yeah. I heard eye on the prize actually, but I think for some of you, you're realizing that your eyes were on a prize, but the prize wasn't what you actually wanted. I hope that makes sense. Like, I think that's the realization you're coming to. It's like, why was I putting my eyes on this as the prize and I interpreted this as being the prize? Take that how it resonates. That could literally be for a relationship. That could be for a job. It could be for your current living situation. It could be for opportunities that you've talked yourself out of before. That's what I'm getting. No more talking yourself out of the actual prize, right? That's what I'm getting from that. We'll see. Let's see. Let's get further clarification on that Page of Coins. I think that would be helpful. I feel like this card wants to come out. Ooh, the Two of Swords. Yes. I get really excited when I pull this card because you're standing firm in yourself and your power. Look how fiery too. I know swords typically represent air, but you might have air and fire. I was picking up on this last time too. But with the water and the moon in the background, I'm getting you're figuring out how to converge your energies, your yin and yang, your masculine and feminine. You're really surrendering to the flow right now of being. There are dragons or like dragon heads in the background. There's multiple. Okay, you could have some people that you need to be discerning with too, is what I'm getting. Keep this transformation and this shift to yourself unless you absolutely, without a doubt, can intuitively trust the people in your corner right now. Because I'm getting like, even if the people that you are speaking to this about have good intentions for you, you also have to know their circle of people. You know what I mean? There could be, I don't want to say some evil eye energy, but I think let's just be mindful of that because excuse wow, my throat was like really scratchy just then. I mean, their heads are kind of swiveling in different directions. So just monitor the situation accordingly. Regardless, though, you're going to be successful. Just have discernment is what I'm hearing. Yeah, look at this. You got the Four of Swords in the reverse. You're done with torturing yourself over the situation. I get for a lot of you, it was like the torturous part of this has been the lack of deciding. There's been indecision. A lot of there's like, we've pulled 3 2s. So 2 2 2. No, we've pulled 4 2s. Okay. There's the Four of Wands and the Four of Swords. Anything else for this message? We're going to wrap up soon. Give me one. Okay. We got the King of Swords. Yeah. You're in this place where the most powerful asset or aspect about you right now is your imagination. And not just your imagination, but you are literally manifesting your reality into the material with how poised and how certain that you are literally standing 10 toes down on yourself right now. And it doesn't matter what the circumstances are looking like this is happening. These cards are beautiful. Like there's also like contrast though of light and dark. I mean, I'm looking at the elements of these cards, and in a lot of them, the sky is like darker, but the moon is showing up again in a lot of these cards. We are about to have that. There's a blood moon coming up, and I forget the Forget the sign that it's going to be in. And we're also having I think it's in Virgo. But yeah, it's the full moon is going to be in Virgo. And we're having a lunar eclipse happen on March 3rd at 3:33 p.m. So, you know, just be really paying attention into what needs to be released right now for this to be your reality. I'm getting that you don't have to put too much more conscious effort into releasing. You're already doing it naturally as a byproduct of having shifted your perspective. And that happens typically. Confirmation. Wow. Whatever you felt like used to be the thing that was dragging you out of your essence is no longer a factor. That's beautiful energy. This is no longer your position. I think we have to end it there. Wow, there's a lot of swords energy too. Mostly swords, yeah. Okay, well, could be talking to some air signs. But I'm getting water. Like, there's a prominent water element to this reading as well. You have defeated the demons in your head, because the devil is in the reverse. So future is going to be brilliant. There's so much being cleared out right now. If you're feeling really tired, that's okay. This is a space of integration. We're in the in-between. You know, the zodiac cycle doesn't reset until March 20th, I think, is when it starts over. So this time is, you know, deeply reflective. It's deeply sensitive, you know, so emotional purging. You know, I would recommend you guys at this time journal or write a letter to this previous version of yourself that, like the Empress in the reverse energy, right? The devil in the reverse energy is present. The Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Write the Two of Swords. Write a letter to this version of yourself, the previous versions of yourself, and thank them for getting you to where you are today, for morphing you into the person that you are today. And I touched on this in the last message, but you wouldn't be exactly who you are if those versions of you did not make the decisions that they made, face the conflicts that they faced, maybe not even learn the lessons that they were intended to learn at that time, but really that was the timeline that worked out the best for you. It was all valuable information, and it unfolded exactly when it needed to, because the version of you today is here holding that space, right? The space where all of this can exist at once. And you should be so grateful. This is such a good energy. Thank you all for hanging in there with me. It means a lot to get to do these messages for you guys. I really feel connected to the community that I have, and your comments make my day. I am so thankful for the outpouring of love and support, and knowing that I can reciprocate that to y'all. It's just an amazing energetic exchange. So with that being said, if any of you ever want to dive deeper and you feel called to my energy, you like how I deliver the message, if anything has resonated with you and you're interested in a personal reading, I do offer one-on-one personal readings. So you can book with me. Right now via email is my primary method of communication. So theevolvedessence@gmail.com. The link will be in my description for that. And then we can talk about what type of reading that you would like and how we can get that delivered to you. So just let me know if you're interested in that. I do have a lot of good things in the works for you guys that haven't rolled out yet, but just know that good things are coming. And I owe so much of it to you guys, so thank you so much. I love you so much. You are so beautiful. Do not forget that. Really lean into that right now. Yeah, you are just an expansive, incredible soul. And I am so lucky to get to read for you guys. I'm so blessed. I'm so thankful. So I love you. I'll see you in the next one, okay?